I was a prisoner in my own home. Neglectful parents ignored me for days. A stranger showed me what love really is. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. First realized my parents weren't very good at raising a child when I was 12. That was the year they began leaving me alone at home for entire weekends while they attended marriage retreats. They would stock the fridge, leave a small pile of cash on the counter, and tell me not to answer the door or mention to anyone that they were gone. At first, it felt empowering. I was finally grown up. No bedtime, pizza for breakfast, staying up all night playing video games. I felt like I had the world at my feet. But by the third weekend, I started noticing things that didn't feel right. Our neighbors, the Parkers, would peek through their curtains whenever my parents loaded their car on Friday afternoons. And Mrs. Simmons, the lady next door, started finding excuses to check on me. She would bring extra cookies, ask if I needed help with homework, or just drop by to make sure I was okay. Then came the fourth weekend. A storm hit on Friday night and the power went out. I sat alone in darkness for hours, too scared to leave the house or call anyone. When Mrs. Simmons noticed the faint glow of my flashlight through the window, she came over immediately. "Where are your parents, sweetie?" she asked softly. I lied, saying they were just running errands. She knew I wasn't telling the truth, but she didn't push. Instead, she invited me to stay at her house until the power returned. That weekend was like stepping into a different world, playing board games, helping with dinner, watching movies. It felt normal, warm, safe. By the time my parents came home Sunday night, I was already back at my dim old house, pretending I'd managed fine on my own. Soon the weekend trips to the Parkers became routine. Mrs. Simmons would send me messages on Friday afternoons. "Looks like tonight might be rough. Want to come over just in case?" The electricity was always fine, but I packed my bag anyway, eager to spend time with a family that genuinely wanted me around. Then one Friday, my parents stayed home. My father was sick and their retreat was canceled. I felt a pang of disappointment, which should have been my first clue that something was off. When Mrs. Simmons texted about the usual possible outage, I told her my parents were home. She replied, "Good. I was worried about you spending another weekend alone." And then it hit me. She had known all along. That evening, a knock came at our front door. My parents were quietly discussing some work matter in the living room, something, as always, they hadn't told me about. The knock was firm, insistent. My mother glanced at my father, who huffed and reluctantly went to answer it. Standing there was Mrs. Simmons, and beside her, a tall man wearing a vest marked Child Protective Services. My father's voice immediately changed. "I can't share the full story here, but if you want the whole truth, the full video is in the description below. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more."